Got the Rockets here. So, yeah, this deck, I think it's competitive actually, so let's go ahead and see it. So, starting off, we got 3 Rocket Tracer here. Very, very good. You have to run 3 if you want to be good. Next up, we got 3 Silver Rocket Dragon. It's very good for popping things from the extra deck. Actually banishes them, which is very good. You get information from your opponent's deck, and get rid of something potentially problematic. Next up, we got Ragnarok at 3 here. Monster removal, very good. And then 3 Auto Rocket for spell removal, because that's very important. So that's all the 3 ofs. Next up are the 2 ofs. We got 2 Rocket Synchron. It's just another tuner I can use for synchro summoning. And of course it special summons, so I can also link. We got 2 Gateway Dragon. I played this at 3. Wasn't very good. I kept bricking with it. But yeah, 2. It's still very good. Same thing with the Abs Router here. Kept bricking with this when I played at 3. Very good at 2 though. And then 1 Background Dragon. It's just something we can send off a Dragon Shrine. I wouldn't play 2 of it though. It's not that good, but it's something that you can use if you need to. And there's a card later down that if we have background in hand and we don't want to tribute summon, we can solve the issue. Next up, we got the spell lineup, which we start off with the old-fashioned 3 Dragon Shrine. Send things from deck to grave, like background, Abs Router. Then we got Return of the Dragon Lords. We can bring something back from the graveyard. Well, level 7 or 8 dragon. This card's really good. It's basically Pot of Greed. Actually, I'd say it's better than Pot of Greed in some scenarios. We got Squib Draw. We pop a rocket, draw 2. So rockets, when they get destroyed, which this card does destroy, they summon themselves during the end phase. So it's basically Pot of Greed. Next up, 3 Quick Launch. I mean, it might as well be obvious. It's very good. Special summon a rocket from deck. You can, like, if you only need Tracer for a turn, you can summon Tracer. I tend to keep Tracer though, so I summon something like Auto Rocket or Magna Rocket. More draw power. Allure of Darkness. It banishes something, but still, this is a dark deck, so it's very useful. I'm probably going to play 3 if I remove this card here, Boot Sector Launch. It's decent, but I don't find myself using it, so it's probably going to go. But for now, it's there, because I can't find anything better. Next up, this is a classic, Monster Reborn. Should be getting a new one soon, because probably hopefully. This thing's bent, actually. I riffle shuffled this thing too hard, unfortunately, back when I played Yugioh. That Vice is Portland. It was fun, even though I got destroyed by like every meta deck, especially Orcust. The girl though that played it was nice. Next up, Bull Regenerator, just another Reborn, for rockets. Poly, just fusion for hand mainly. Then we got one that's really good for the field, Rapid Trigger. I see people normally like play 2 Poly and then some other fusion spell. I don't really recommend that, because I mean, this pops stuff, so triggers rocket effects, so you get more out of it, but it's only on the field. And then we got something for the graveyard. We got Necro Fusion for traps. Oh wait, so that means I should probably do this. So we got Necro Fusion. Fusion summoned by banishing things from the graveyard face down. Pretty useful. I tend to banish like Abs Routers when I don't need them anymore, and especially Background Dragon if I send that thing away. And then we got A tactical exchange, pop something on the field, bring a rocket from deck or grave. Very useful. So that rounds off the main deck, which has 19 monsters, 19 spells, and 2 traps. Pretty cool. Next up, we have the extra deck. So for the fusion monsters, we have just 2 Boreload Furious Dragon. I originally played 1, it was good, but I have no other fusion, so I'm going to play 2. It's good removal, very good removal. Most of my extra deck, in fact, like 12 of the cards in there are like removal cards. So yeah, very aggressive in removal, but very good. Then we got Cyberse Quantum Dragon for Synchro here. Pretty good, along with Star Spark Dragon. I do have normal Stardust Dragon, but I found this one to be more useful because I use its effect more. And mainly I use Stardust Dragon to go into an Xyz monster that I play in here. That's actually very good. Next up, we got Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. I told you, there's a lot of removal in this deck. This thing pops everything that's tinier than it in attack points and equal. So the only things that are greater than it are going to live. So that rounds off our Synchro monsters. Next up, Xyz, we got some spell and trap removal. So we got back row removal in the form of Tornado Dragon. And then we've got spell negation in the form of number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon. I just call it Harbinger. Really powerful. Very good. That's the main reason why I actually used to play normal Stardust Dragon. So yeah, I have a bunch of level 8s in here because, I mean, Harbinger. Link 2s, we got Dillingerous Dragon. I find myself going into this a lot. Like, seriously, a lot. It's so good. You can link it off and then, like, bring a rocket back. This gets special summoned. Forces your opponent to attack, which is pretty good because then they get hit with damage and their monster gets destroyed. Oh my god, I'm sick. Next up, Quad Boral, more removal. I think it can bring stuff back, something like that. Oh, it's just draw power if you pop a link monster with it. Next up, I'm actually getting Guard Dragon soon, so I managed to pull this from Dual Power. We got Heavenly Spears. It was from the first pack, actually. Which also another fun story. When I was at Portland, first Raising Rampage pack, I pulled Napaloosa, but I traded that thing away for Altergeist. Now, you might think it's not worth it, but I got my best deck. So that rounds off the Link 2s. And now we got just one Link 3 here, Triple Burst Dragon. Heard it's really good for Guard Dragon plays. It's got like spell and trap negation, piercing damage. I think it's special summons. Yeah, special summons, Link 2 or lower. When it's tributed, turn after it's summoned. Next up, Link 4s, we got one Bomber Dragon. This is most likely going to be replaced with like Guard Dragon. Boros. This is really good. Boreload. And then this is the card This is a card I was talking about with Background Dragon earlier, where it doesn't matter if it's in the hand. If you get it out, we got Saryuja Skull Dread. This thing, I'm gonna say that it's gonna get limited next ban list because, I mean, most people play that one anyways, and it only gets degenerate if people manage to get like 2 or 3 of these things out in one turn, like back in the Firewall days of 2018. So yeah, Saryuja's really good. Drawing effect's amazing. Special summoning. Yeah. Side deck. There's a lot in here. Thanks to Duel Devastator. Seriously, Duel Devastator also got me the Saryuja, the Scarlight. You know, most of the things in there, yeah, in this deck are from Rokket Revolt or Duel Devastator, which is really good. The only thing I think that's not from those two is like the Allures. Mostly. We got 2 Gamma, 2 Pankratops, 2 Reaper. It's so sloppy, son. 2 Underroot, 1 Veiler to round out the monsters. Spells, we just got 3 Twin Twister. It's very good. I mean, popping 2 cards for 1 discard. I mean, you could pop an entire Pendulum Scale with that. That's really good. And then the traps, because back row decks exist, like Altergeist. And of course, Salamangreat. I hate Salamangreat so much. It's not really broken, it's just, I hate that they don't care how many negates you throw at them. They'll get back. So we got 3 red reboot. Stops like Rage, stops Solemns, whatever trap that's really bad. I would say Mirror Force, but not many people really play that one. So that's the entire deck, and if you want to see my field center here, it's just Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit.
Move to PBS.
Pretty good. So that's my entire Rokket deck, actually. We got 40 card main deck, 15 card extra deck, 15 card side deck, and then 1 field center, because why not? That's it.